Welcome to the biology classes. Today we have to discuss about cytokinesis. We have already discussed that segregation of duplicated chromosome into daughter nuclei resulted in karyokinesis, that is production of two nuclei from the parent nucleus. Now after the nuclei is divided, we have to now find out how the cell itself gets divided into two. So the process by which two daughter cells are produced from a parent cell is called as cytokinesis, and it takes place almost along with the karyokinesis. Cytokinesis begins in mid-anaphase and is generally completed along with the completion of telophase. Animal cell cytokinesis is different from plant cell cytokinesis. As you know, the outermost covering of animal cells is made of plasma membrane, which is quite flexible. So in case of animal cells, a furrow is formed in the plasma membrane. This furrow gradually deepens and ultimately joins in the center, dividing the cell cytoplasm into two. But in case of plant cells, you know that the outermost covering is cell wall, which is made up of tough cellulose, and because of that the covering is very inextensible and furrow formation is almost very difficult in case of plant cells. So they have another method through which the cells will divide. In plant cells, wall formation starts in the center of the cell, and this wall grows towards outside to meet the existing lateral walls. The formation of new cell wall begins with the formation of a simple precursor, which is called as cell plate, which actually represents the middle lamella between the walls of two adjacent cells that is present in case of plant cells. At the time of cytoplasmic division, organelles like mitochondria, plastids, they are equally distributed between the two daughter cells. In some organisms, karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis, and as a result, multinucleated conditions will arise to form syncytium. Example, in case of liquid endosperm in coconut. You know that mitosis or equational division, which it is called as, is usually restricted to diploid cells only. However, in lower plants and in some social insects, haploid cells also divide by mitosis. Social insects like honeybee, in which you can have haploid individuals, and these haploid individuals grow and repair their body by mitosis. Otherwise, usually mitosis takes place in diploid cells of all the organisms. It is very essential to understand the significance of this division in the life of an organism. So we are going to discuss the significance of mitosis one by one. Number one is to maintain the nucleo-cytoplasmic ratio. See, for the efficient control on the cell, there is a particular ratio between the size of the nucleus and that of the cytoplasm. Now, increase in the size of the cell due to growth reduces this index. It can be restored by cell division. So, to maintain nucleo-cytoplasmic ratio, the cells undergo cell division, because smaller cells with larger nuclei will be working more efficiently. So, all the cells would like to have a small cell with a larger nucleus as per the nucleo-cytoplasmic ratio. Second is in the growth of multicellular organisms. Usually the multicellular organisms, they grow by increasing the number of cells rather than increasing the cell size. Again, too much of big cells cannot be controlled easily. That's why organisms will always prefer to have a large number of cells which are smaller in size than having big cells with smaller number. So during the growth phase, any organism will undergo multiplication by mitotic division. Third is to maintain the same genetic constitution. Now you know that mitotic division results in similar genetic constitution. So all the cells of an organism, when it undergoes mitosis, will have the same number of chromosome and will be genetically same. So this genetic constitution is maintained with the help of mitosis. In case of lower organisms and plants, asexual reproduction takes place by mitotic division. Next role is in regeneration. There are some organisms like lizards, they can lose their tail and regenerate the body part, the tail once again. Similarly, planaria, you know that if it is cut into small pieces, then each piece can regenerate a new individual. So regeneration requires maintenance of the same genetic constitution. So regeneration occurs because of the mitotic division. So therefore a fragment or part of the body is regenerated into the whole body by the process of mitosis. In case of wound healing, again mitotic division plays a crucial role. If you have a small cut or any injury, that is healed because the cells around the wound divide by mitotic division. Replacement of the cells, like cells of upper layers of skin epidermis, lining of the gut, old RBC, WBC, these all regularly die. They are replaced by equal number of new cells by mitotic division. So in this way we can say that mitotic division is quite significant in the life history of animals and plants.